Welcome everyone. We're here today to continue my stories of Bromley, to meet and talk to the people who have inspired me in my journeys around Bromley. Today we are joined by Mia, who's 9 years old, and her mum, who's a little bit older. We started off my stories with the interview with 102-year-old veteran Peter Lemon. Today we've gone to the other end of the demographic with 9-year-old Mia. Mia, can you tell us a little bit about your journey and how you've come to be here today?
So it started when I done the first charity event, and then I worked my way up to now, and I've raised over £61,000 for charity. So, yeah.
And can I ask you what specific charity that you?
Yeah, Annabelle's Challenge.
Which deals with what?
Vascular Ehlers-Danlos Syndrome.
And is that something you suffer from yourself?
Yes.
Right. How are you handling that?
Well, I'm always tired, and I have a few veins and nosebleeds and bleeds. But apart from that, yeah.
And how does it affect you as opposed to your friends of your same age?
Well, I have to be homeschooled because I'm too tired to go to school. So if I have a busy day, like a whole school day, then I'm really tired for the next few days. So.
And do you still get a chance to meet your friends?
Yes, sometimes they come around to our drive because they go litter picking sometimes, so they sometimes come around then.
And can you tell us specifically what this prevents you from doing? You say tiredness, but what else? What are the symptoms?
Well, tiredness, veins, and nosebleeds and bleeds.
Vascular Ehlers-Danlos Syndrome, it's a genetic condition, and it affects the COL3A1 gene. So it's the collagen in your body. And that collagen is in every cell of your body, particularly your arteries and your organs and your vascular system, your skin and all your soft tissue. And the defect itself, it makes everything extremely fragile. So she is extremely delicate, which means from a very young age, we've seen symptoms like very easy bruising, heavy nosebleeds, extreme fatigue from a very young age. And what we noticed where there were what we call, not a scientific term, but crashes, where she'd have a crash in fatigue and it would follow with bleeding or bruising symptoms. So everything we do, and we've changed our lives completely to meet and work around Mia's needs and to keep her stable and happy and enjoying life as much as possible. Contact sports, everything contact, and just imagine even just brushing past Mia, touching her too hard hurts and can bruise and can cause quite severe damage. So imagine the real world and being that delicate, it is very difficult.
When was this diagnosed?
2021?
Yes.
So what, effectively only 2 years ago?
And we're talking 6-7 years we waited for a diagnosis for vascular EDS. It wasn't found on the NHS. We had to go to a private genetic specialist. And when you're talking about not days, not weeks, not months, years of trying to explain what was happening, providing evidence, bearing in mind it's an invisible illness, you would never know what's happening. One day I just had enough, and I was sitting there and I thought, I've got to find the answer because she's not getting the help she needs. You're made to feel like as if you're going mad. And Google was quite kind to me this day. And I just Googled connective tissue fatigue, and it came up with an inherited disorder connective tissue clinic in London. And that was the first time we'd met someone that took a look at her. This specialist, a consultant, had seen vascular EDS before, and he did the genetic testing.
And have you got any friends that suffer from the same illness?
No.
No?
It's extremely rare.
How did you become attached to the Annabelle's Trust?
It was straight after the diagnosis, because I did a lot of background work, didn't I, when we were just trying to find out what was going on and all about the condition. And when you, again, research online, Annabelle's Challenge is there. And they were a beacon of light after a very long and very dark time. We very, very quickly got involved in fundraising, didn't we, in raising awareness. So it was from then that we started with my amazing friends huge support network and couldn't have done it without them. Both work, friends, colleagues, family. We've been like an army, haven't we, with this fundraising mission. Annabelle's Challenge, you know, they're there to raise awareness of an extremely, extremely rare genetic disorder. And you're talking about only 350 on their database. You know, it's extremely rare in the UK. Either they provide support to families and education, and most importantly as well, raise funds for research. And then the fundraising star came about with these amazing artistic ideas.
Give us an idea of what you've done to raise funds.
Alright, so I've done golf days, bake sales, Mia's Perfect Dog Day. We recently done a pumpkin hunt.
Pumpkin hunt?
Yes.
They're a bit big to hide, aren't they?
Well, like a bunch of kids just go and come round shops and get some sweets. So, yep.
We were giving out leaflets.
Yeah, leaflets. Yeah.
So how do you come up with your ideas? Because you've had one or two, you know, we first met you when you were on your dog walk, didn't we, in the summer? So how did you think of that?
So we knew we were getting 2 dogs. And
2 more.
Yeah, 2 more dogs. So I thought, well, how about if we just do a dog walk? And then when the dog walk actually came, the dogs didn't walk.
I know, it's very
Because
hot day.
they can't really walk. They don't walk at all. So, yeah.
Even though we had this, she had this amazing idea on the sofa. I said, "What's going to be your big event this year?" And she was like, "A dog walk." And she had a meeting with Jared, the CEO from Annabelle's Challenge. It was all very professional. She put forward her proposal and idea, went through plans on how she's going to implement it. So it's all very, very business-like and very focused. And yeah, she handles herself very well. So I was very impressed. And Jared was very impressed as well. And this idea that she had sitting on the sofa turned out to be the most magical day.
Brilliant, brilliant. So what, you say golf, what did you do there? Arrange a golf competition or?
So basically it was just a golf day and there was an auction and
Raffle.
stuff like that, raffles, yeah. So stuff like that.
How much
and
are
we
you
ra-
making at these functions then?
It varies, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We've raised, your Perfect Dog Day, how much was raised there?
2,000.
2,000, wow.
Golf Day, with our amazing friends, helped organise and support it. It was 15,000.
Yeah.
Bake sales, overall, we've done 3 Mia's bake sales.
Yeah, and that's about 5,000
Yep.
altogether, roughly.
Can you come and work for me?
But the main thing, you're so artistic, and the ideas just shows how magical they can be. So one small idea can grow, and she's turned it into something incredible. And we're a bit of a power team, with our nanny, of course. And we just all work hard and just make it happen. You have to be organised. We do. On the database, yes, there's estimated 740, which is the importance of raising awareness. So there are those that are suffering with the condition without the diagnosis and having no idea that this even exists, most importantly. So if we can help someone else get a faster diagnosis to take away that pain and anguish that on average for these rare genetic disorders is 6 years.
Yeah. So the funding you're raising, does that go into research or does it go into awareness?
It's going to Annabelle's Challenge, and they support, like I say, education, research and support. But a huge part of that has gone into research, yes, for the condition.
Right. Now, because your nan schools you, what does an average day look like for you?
Lots of resting.
Lots
But
of
yeah, so it's mostly resting, and then when I feel up for doing something, then I do some school. So yeah.
Do you think it's been good, the homeschooling?
Yes, I prefer it. I really do.
How
It's
does
been
your
life-changing.
education move forward though? Because you're 9 years old now, with the level of education that your friends of the same age would
Yeah,
be?
so I am doing year 5 work, 'cause that's what a year I would be in. So I am doing that kind of work. I'm doing Harry Potter stuff because I love Harry Potter, so that's really fun. I do reading and all subjects and stuff. So, but it's all like year 5 work. So basically, what I would be doing at school. So.
We've got support from the home and hospital tuition service, which are tailored for those with acute or chronic conditions. So that has been life-changing for Mia and the support. And she has even received the Bromley Send Star Award for the progress that she's made with her homeschooling and her work. and all of her fundraising. So what I find absolutely amazing within the community is that even with an invisible illness, disability, chronic conditions, she has been recognised for her amazing work and her determination. So we're all so proud of you.
It's about raising awareness, isn't it? Because as your mum said, there's probably twice as many people in this country suffer than we actually know about. So it's how do we help those mums in actually raising the awareness, so that those mums, instead of sitting there thinking, what's happening, I just don't know, would actually have, I tell you what, I can remember Bonnie and Mia talking about this. And I think that's the important thing, isn't it? It's about taking that fear, taking that bad experience away from other people. Mia, we've already established that a normal day to you is perhaps not a normal day to one of your friends the same age. Can you give us an example from the time you get out of bed to the time you go to sleep at night of what an average day looks like?
Yeah, so sometimes I get out of bed at like 7:30 or 7. Some days it's 8 or 7:30. Like that depends how tired I was the night before, the day before. Because sometimes I'm really tired. And like a few days later or the next day, I'm up for everything. Like I could do baking, fundraising, or like anything like that. It's just like when I'm up for it. So some days I'm alright to do it. Sometimes I'm not alright to do it. So yeah.
So what else would you do in those days then? If you're doing your fundraising, you'd obviously do some schoolwork.
Yes, I will be baking because I really like to bake, and I also love my dogs, so I like to play with them sometimes. So yeah.
Can you tell us how you actually go about your fundraising, how you come up with the ideas, and what's your ultimate aim? How much do you want to earn?
Alright, so first I want to get 100,000, and then 500,000, then 1 million, and then basically just keep on going up. So, and like thinking of the ideas, well, that's sometimes hard because I've done so much, and it's like, because you have to do it different but also similar. So that's hard, and then like all the detail you need to like make it like nice, because it's all about the detail, and like the time it takes to like set the whole event up, because that takes a lot of time and effort and stuff like that. So yeah.
How are you going to come up with different ideas?
Well, I've just got to try and think. I am doing a dog walk hopefully next year, so that hopefully is going to be big. We also are doing lots of events like before the upcoming year, so hopefully raise a tiny bit of money there, or a lot, so that will get us closer to the 100,000 hopefully.
And how do you tell your friends about this? Because without people to come and give you money, it's no good. So how do you publicise your events?
I make posters, and since I live near the school, lots of people walk past, and we've got a tree you can put a poster on, so everyone sees it, and lots of people have a dog here, like where I live, so that's why dog walk's a good idea, and Instagram, so yeah.
It's a very good photographer.
Oh yeah, all right. Yeah. So do you take your own photographs for your publicity?
I take photographs for my mum's Instagram, so if I'm not in it, then I'm probably taking the photo. So, yeah.
And you say you want 100,000, then 200, and all the way up to 1 million.
Yeah.
What do you actually want to use that money for? What's the purpose of you raising funds?
Research, to find a cure, and to help other people.
What, so that they haven't got to go through the same
Yeah.
that you and your mum went through?
Yes. Well, I've learnt something from other events. Always bring a card reader. Never go without it.
And you've got your own card reader, have you?
Yes.
But what would you say to anybody else out there that is in a similar situation, that is just learning what they've got?
Never give up, and just do what you can, and do what you can to help.
Mia, you've been very successful in raising awareness of your condition. Can you tell me how you've been recognised? Have you been recognised by the press, the TV, people like this, and how have you felt when you have been?
Well, I've been on the ITV News and the radio, and I've won 3 awards. So, yeah, I really like being on the radio and the ITV News because I just like it being on camera and stuff.
But what have you actually achieved by that then? How do you feel?
I've achieved lots of awareness, and actually I raised lots of money just from the ITV News. I raised lots, so yeah.
How did that happen then? How did you raise money from the news?
Incoming donations just kept on coming in, so that's how we got up to the 2,000 on that day.
Wow. And how about publicity though? Because there might be a child locally that has the same condition that doesn't know it. So obviously this raising awareness is very, very important because people will get to know about it and hopefully they won't have to suffer what you've suffered. Have you had any examples of that at all?
There's actually one good one, Mia, we forgot, with Bromley High School.
Yes.
The student there that we'd never met, she heard the story and she set up a Reds for VEDS Day at Bromley High to raise awareness. And that was a good one. That was when we first started.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been signed up for the London Marathon and Mia's designed me a superhero cape with a crown, a giant crown to wear on my head.
Oh, that's the Annabelle's trust, isn't it? The
Challenge crown,
This
yeah.
Challenge, yeah.
And so she's very, very persuasive in what I have to do.
Yeah.
I think the main thing what we found is triggers, isn't it? Triggers that set off symptoms. So what makes her tired, what makes her have nosebleeds, triggers that
Have
would
you actually
cause
got that
vein
down
ruptures.
now to precisely, well not precisely, but have you got that down to sort of certain things now?
Yes. Any physical movement, anything touching her, heat, stress.
How about simple things like clothes?
Well done, yeah. Some doctors we've spoken to haven't even noticed that. Yes, clothes, so anything tight around the stomach.
Yeah.
You have to make it very soft, loose and loose fitting because even something slightly tight around the stomach would bruise and tear her skin. So we have very soft shoes, very, very important. Mia's got very flat feet, so good support, yet very soft is very important. And beautiful dresses that are very soft. Normality is an interesting word. Our normal, we will live our normal, Mia will live her normal. And like she said, what works for you, and that's amazing. You have that confidence with what works for her. Is it normal to everyone else? No, it won't ever be normal. The mental and physical implications of the disorder are crippling. So I don't think it'll ever be normal, but it'll be our normal. And the main message is that it's okay. It's okay. Live that and enjoy it. Because we have the most amazing time, amazing fun, doing what Mia loves doing.
Thank you both very, very much. It's been lovely listening to you today and it's been really inspirational and I wish you both a very long and successful journey.
Thank you so much.
So when we meet up in 20 years' time, very confident, rich young lady, because I think you're going to go places, aren't you?
Thank you. I think so too.